early. Let's turn up for the books.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure we had time.
Yeah, no, it's great. I could get used to it. Brought some great stuff, and we got the perfect day for it.
I'm not hungry, Brian. Put that away.
I thought you wanted to meet for lunch.
Not for lunch. On my lunch break, there's a difference.
Semantics.
No, don't do that. Don't do the whole kicked puppy routine.
Wow.
Don't pretend like you went to any trouble. Be honest, you paid someone to piece that together, right? I didn't ask you to bring me anything.
Jesus, Anna, I just wanted to do something nice. Why is that so hard for you to stomach?
Some of us actually have to work to make a living. We can't all faff around doing endless postgrads and still afford.
A faff? That's a choice word. Where'd you pick that up?
Maybe venting about how much time and money you have to throw around.
Let's reset. When you said you wanted to meet, I thought that could be a really special moment for us. You know, it's our 6-month anniversary.
I found the ring, Brian. Did you bring it here today? Was that your plan? Create a special moment, an opportunity? The answer is no.
Are you breaking up with me? Because I wanted...
Because of your arrogance. Because you can't just assume that
This is cruel. Anna, this is really bloody cruel.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
I'm sorry if you got the wrong end of the stick. I'm sorry if you thought that this was something more. I'm sorry.
I get it. I get it. No. No, I'm the one who's sorry. Sorry I ever met you.
Hey.
Hi.
So when are we gonna go on that date you promised me?
What date?
Last time we met. Said you go for a drink.
I don't think I did.
I don't usually date good-looking girls.
Is that right?
Too much work, narcissism, self-obsession. It's exhausting.
Oh, but you'll make an exception for me.
You don't seem too into yourself.
Is this some kind of weird chat-up thing you found on the internet?
No.
Has it ever worked? Like, have you ever just insulted a girl and undermined her confidence so much that she fell in love with you? What are you smiling at?
Nothing. Just... You come from a really big group of friends. Any one of them could come and pick up from me. But every week, at the same time, here you are.
You want to know why it's me who shows up every week?
Oh, no, well, you're
No,
the
the
one who shows
reason it's
up.
always me is because I'm the only one who can stick your company for more than a few minutes. None of the rest of them can stand you, Christian. They hate you. The only reason anyone talks to you is because your uncle's a drug dealer and he lets you sell his gear for less than anyone else does. Can we just do this?
I don't see my uncle anymore. Not for business anyway. He has a guy called Vitaly who sets me up. He's kind of taken me under his wing. He's run out of whatever Eastern European shithole he was in before.
Sounds like a real charmer.
He used to run a trafficking ring. It was his job to recruit the girls, break them in.
A pimp.
He's talking about setting up here. He's gonna show me the ropes. And he told me to keep an eye out for any good-looking girls to recruit.
Right, Christian. I'll say it to your face, I don't like you. But that doesn't mean I want to see you get seriously hurt. If this guy is as dangerous as you're trying to make him sound, chances are he's targeting you for a reason, and it's not your gorgeous face or your charm and personality. Christian, he's after your uncle's business and he thinks he can use you to get it.
Do you want this or not?
Don't do anything stupid.
See you next week.
It's only 2
Yeah, no bother. What's with all the cloak and dagger? Do you not want to meet outside the courthouse or something's office? Or...
No. I just wanted to go over a few extra details with you before the hearing.
That's all.
Okay. I think we're square though. I feel fully prepped.
Sit down. I just want to go over the paperwork one last time. Double espresso. No milk, no sugar, right?
Sound. Thanks. Well, I feel like I should be drinking that chamomile tea. Shite me nerves.
There's no need to be nervous. It's all really straightforward. Just want you to have a look at this.
What the hell is this?
It's discovery. That's my job, Saoirse. I do all his homework. Suffolk doesn't know about this, and as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't ever need to. Nor does the airline or the tribunal. So long as you just
So long as I what?
play ball.
Play ball? Come on, spit it out. What do you want from me?
What do you think, Saoirse? Like, you have a very strong case as long as this doesn't come to light. I think you stand to be awarded a considerable sum. More than you ever would have made at that job. So even if you take a 50-50 cut, you're still walking away with a lot of money. Think of this as a fresh start, with a large sum to help you get there. Don't focus on the fact
You're
that...
blackmailing me. I can't fucking believe this.
Believe it.
I could report you. I could get you disbarred. You're playing a very dangerous game here.
You're a smart girl, Saoirse. I knew that from the very first moment I met you. You dump me in, you're left with nothing. And your reputation will be ruined. But if you do this with me, we walk away a whole lot better than we had it yesterday. Think it through. But the clock is ticking, and I'm legally obliged to turn that over to the other side.
My granddad taught me chess when I was a little girl. Mad into it, so he was. Never let me win on purpose, didn't believe in all that. And his face gleaming every time he said checkmate. I was so disappointed. I remember that feeling. But it would make me a better player in the end, that's what he used to always say. So you've got me. Checkmate, you win. But I know whatever the fuck is in that fall, that I'm a good person, and what they did was wrong. I don't know how you sleep at night. But another thing my granddad believed in was karma. It always come around to bite you in the arse. I'll sleep well knowing that.
Why are you reading an encyclopedia?
Research for my book.
Okay, but like an actual encyclopedia?
Yeah, you've never heard of Wikipedia? Takes like seconds to look something up.
There was a study from Ackerman and Goldsmith that found that online research actually reduces understanding of a subject and critical thinking. Also, there are over 500 inaccuracies found on Wikipedia every day.
That's not true, is it? I'm going to check this out.
Some people will believe anything if they're told with enough authority.
Must be very dark and cold inside of your head.
Is that true what you said about Wikipedia?
I have no idea.
So he does tell lies.
Little ones.
Okay, we're gonna play a truth game.
How does that work?
I ask you a question and you have to tell me whether it's fact or fiction.
Okay. It's not much of a game.
We'll start with an easy one. Did Hitler really only have one testicle?
Fact.
Was the moon landing faked?
Fiction.
Do I intimidate you?
That's a rather drastic shift in the line of questioning.
Answer the question.
Do you intimidate me? Yes. Fact.
Why?
Because you ask probing, uncomfortable questions. You intimidate me because you're crazy smart, perceptive, and drop-dead gorgeous.
Is that right?
Fact. And I'm not used to being around people like you, much less having them talk to me.
What would you do if I kissed you right now?
I might have a heart attack. could have a very embarrassing physical reaction. Most likely I'd just burst into tears.
Let's find out.
You're full of shit. I've been looking everywhere and I haven't found a single thing about daily
Go
air.
away, Debbie.
What's going on here?
I said go away.
Fine, I'll just go back to my room, so.
What's gotten into you?
You've gotten into my head.
Oh, I've heard it's really cold and dark in there. Should I be concerned?
I think you'll be okay.
Finally caught up with you. I was hoping to grab you this morning before you headed out, but you were gone a while early.
Well, you get used to these early starts when you're born into the life.
Or married into it.
So,
Do you want to head up to the house, stick on a pot of tea?
I'd love to. We'll have to keep cracking on here. Meeting Ed up the way. Needs me
Aye, about that. Don't you think? I mean, look at the pair of you. You're flat out every minute of the day, and for what? We're barely turning a profit, you have no help.
We're keeping it turned over. Things will pick up.
Will they though?
It's what Joe would have wanted. We keep going.
I just wonder, do things have to be so hard? Look, these past few months with Mommy, it's not been easy. It's been brutal, let's be honest. But, God, I hate to even say it aloud, but you and I both know she hasn't long left. And I just think this could be our chance, you know? It's an opportunity, a changing of the guard. It's a chance to do things differently. An easier life for all of us.
Sell, you mean?
Aye, what's so wrong with that?
Jesus, Una. Your father be turning in his grave if he heard you talking like that.
Don't. Dad's long gone. I'm sick and tired of holding on to how things used to be. This bloody farm. It's a millstone round all of our necks, can't you see that?
I don't know what you want me to do. Ed's never going to sell. It's a life, I told you when you're born.
Born to it, yep, you've said. What about what I want? You know, when Ed's out with the cattle, who's inside changing catheters and mopping out bedpans and watching my mommy fade away to nothing before my eyes? Years of it, Maeve. What do I have to show for everything I gave up to come back and do that?
You get the money.
The farm is worth a lot more. Persuade Ed. He's a fair man. Sell, we'll split it. We can all move on, do something new.
Look, Una, you're right. It isn't fair Ed being left everything. Farming is... It's a man's world. Maybe the whole world still is. I don't know. But it's not just about Joe's memory. It's my father's memory too. I wasn't born into it quite like you and Ed. But my father was a hired hand from generations of farm labourers. He worked harder than any man I ever knew. Died far too young, with nothing really to call his own, except his family. But I never saw him proud of him the day he walked me down the aisle to marry Ed. And I knew what he was thinking. One day his daughter, his grandson, would be a farm owner. I'm really sorry, Una, but there's a bigger picture here. Ed and I are never giving this life up.
You need to get this
I
sorted.
said I know, I'll sort it, okay?
She for real? Give me one good reason I shouldn't kick your fucking teeth in right
Declan,
now.
leave it. Declan! Get over there, now! What do you want?
To talk.
Yeah, well, I've nothing to say to you, so...
That's fine. Just listen. I know what my brother did to you is unforgivable. I'm not trying to excuse it.
But...
No buts. I don't exactly know what happened to you, but in some ways I can relate. I think most women have been in the position where they find themselves having sex with
I
him.
did not have sex with your brother. He assaulted me. And then he took pictures of it and put it all over the internet.
Fine. You have a brother, right?
Yeah, he's standing right over there trying really hard not to come over here and snap your neck, Fanula.
I'm not talking about him. I mean your younger brother, Colin. By all accounts, he's quite the little academic.
Have you been following me?
Don't be ridiculous. My family retains the services of a private investigator.
Who was a private investigator?
We use him for mainly corporate reasons, but if this thing between you and Lorcan goes to court, his job will be to find ways to discredit your testimony. I've seen him at work. The reputational damage...
Have you seen the pictures and videos that your brother and his pals took of me? My brother has. My mum. My dad. The rest of my family. My fucking job. Basically everyone I know. So I'm not too worried about the reputational damage that your family could do to me.
A trial could take months. The likelihood of prosecution is so small as to be negligible. The most you could hope for is that Lorcan's career prospects might take a hit.
Maybe that's good enough for me.
I know you think you've been through the mill already, but with my father's media connections, he could destroy you. And anyone you care about.
Are you threatening me?
No, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to make you an offer.
I'm all ears.
If you drop the charges against Lorcan, my father is prepared to set up a trust fund to cover the costs of a private third-level education in whatever field Colin chooses. Once you sign the contract and the NDA, you'll have complete control of the funds.
So that's why you're here. To buy me out, is it? Throw money at the little fucking scumbags, isn't that right?
Try to think about it pragmatically.
You people are unfucking believable.
Look, you've two choices. Destroy 2 lives or give Colin a future. With the right qualifications, he could make a good life for himself. Or he could turn out to be like this guy, walking around at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in a tracksuit.
I'll think about it.
No, it's a one-time offer. Take it or leave it.
Fine. Under one condition. I want an apology. From him in front of your father.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, I guess I'll see you in court then.
I'll be in touch.
What was she saying about me?
She said she liked your tracksuit.
Natalie?
Yes. Oh. I thought you'd be a man.
Never heard that one before.
But obelisk, though?
Smoke and mirrors. It's deliberate, yeah. Can I sit down?
Please. What are you doing?
If you want our little chat to look innocent, it's got to look natural. Trust me. Whispering intimately draws less attention than you may think. So what can I do for you, Natalie Klein?
How do you know?
It's my job, darling. I'd hardly ever meet someone without knowing everything about them beforehand. All their deepest, darkest little secrets.
God. It's my boss. I don't know exactly, but I can feel it in my bones. Something is not right.
Go on.
She headhunted me, poached me from a really good job looking back at it, but at the time it felt claustrophobic. And I was restless and hungry for more.
Mm-hmm.
She offered me exactly what I thought I needed. A position with potential like that I couldn't say no to. She came looking for me, practically lured me across the Atlantic. And maybe I should have been suspicious. Too good to be true, right?
I don't see what the problem is.
She offered me a job designing and launching their new cryptocurrency. But nothing's happening with that. The whole thing is starting to feel like a hoax. Get me over here and befriend me. So I'm starting to think for some other reason entirely. I must sound really paranoid.
I wouldn't get a lot of business if it wasn't for a healthy dose of paranoia. You know what they say, right?
Exactly. So, if you know my name and everything about me, you must know who my family are.
Oh, I do. You're practically royalty.
Are you flirting with me?
Just staying in character, remember?
Well, I need you to hack into her email, accounts, phone, everything. I need to know if I'm going crazy or...
Yeah, no problem. But a deep dive like that's going to cost you.
Send me an amount in an account. I'll wear half now and half when I see you again. What?
Sweetheart, once this is over, I'll send you what you need. But you won't see me again.
Understood.
It's nothing personal. It's been lovely to meet you. In another life, perhaps.
Oh, hey! Hi! So big news, huh? Very mysterious. I've got a bit of news myself. Oh, do tell. You first.
I wanted to wait for all of us to be together.
All of us? Shit. Did you think I wouldn't find out? Of course, I knew you'd find out. I was just hoping it would be after they made the announcement.
What announcement?
Tell her. It's my news. I got a gig. Supporting River Run at Vicar Street.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Isn't it? Especially since I also had a slot supporting River Run at Vicar Street.
You're both supporting River Run?
No. I had a slot supporting River Run. Then I made the mistake of telling Lisa about it. Suddenly I don't have a slot anymore, but she does.
But how does that happen?
Yeah, Lisa, how did that happen? I guess the manager must have heard my demo. He told me you approached him. I didn't think he'd replace you with me. You conniving little bitch. I saw an opportunity to advance my career. At my expense. And I took it.
Lisa!
It's not like you would have done anything with the exposure anyway. You don't even promote your own gigs. You barely have a social media presence.
Oh, so just because I don't post photos of myself every 5 minutes, I'm not a proper because you have never given me the respect I deserve. I just disowned you. It's not
I'm pregnant! Jen, that's amazing. Unless you don't want it or you got assaulted or something. Do you guys want it?
Yes, we want it. Jesus. We've been trying for a while and it finally took. We're about 3 months in.
Oh, congratulations. That's the best news. That's great news.
Yeah, I thought we could all go get some ice cream, celebrate.
That's a great idea. I don't think... I'm really happy for you, Jen. I really am. You're going to make a wonderful mother. Can't do this. Oh, for Christ's sake, Olivia, don't make this all about you. She'll be fine when she calms down. Let's go get ice cream.
I should probably follow her. She seems upset.
Okay, well, you're gonna be at the gig, right?
Yeah, I'll just check with Dustin, see if we're free. I'll call you, okay?
Okay. Cool.
You're home already?
The pitch was cancelled.
That's... Why?
Somebody got sick. What are you doing?
Nothing. I was just gonna make some food. You hungry?
No. I spoke to Pavel. He said you called him.
He wasn't supposed to tell you.
He's worried about you. He said you were talking a lot about death.
I was just blowing off some steam. I didn't mean anything by it.
He thought you were gonna kill yourself.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
No. You're gonna try to kill that man. So what's the plan? You're gonna use your bare hands?
I could. But no.
Where did you get that?
Does it matter?
Okay. You kill him, you go to jail. What does that accomplish?
He pays for what he did.
Oh, so you want to punish him?
He put his hands on her baby girl. He broke her little body. He snuffed her out like she was nothing.
You think I don't care about her loss? I carried her inside my body. I nursed her. When she fell, I gave her comfort. When she was upset, I soothed her.
Then why don't you want him dead?
Because death would be too kind.
What then?
My cousin was 15. He was in a bar and these two men started making trouble with a girl he knew, so he tried to help her. They killed him in the car park outside. My uncle found them. He beat them. He took them to the police station, made them confess, and when they were in prison, he found a drug addict with an AIDS virus, and he paid him to inject them with his blood. They died, but it took a very long time. You want to avenge our daughter? Then put that stupid thing down and find a way to make that man suffer.
What sort of time do you call this? You gonna get ready?
Alison, we need to talk.
That sounds ominous. Seriously, are you alright? Look, Sam, this is a big night for me, so whatever this is you've clearly got going on, it's just not the night, okay?
Right, well, rip the bandage off.
What are you wondering about? Look, your suit is pressed in the wardrobe, so just have a shower and get yourself together, okay?
Sweetheart, how do I start?
You're leaving me.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I don't believe this. How could you?
Listen, this isn't what I wanted. For it to play out this way, we were so young when we got together. We didn't know who we were. How could you at 17? You're my best friend. You always have been. But it's just gone off. Or maybe it's never been right between us. I know you feel the same way.
Is this about the IVF? Because I told you we can try again. I just need a bit of a breather first.
Oh, that was a last-ditch attempt to force myself.
Force? I'm sorry, did you just say force yourself?
I didn't mean that. You don't understand.
No, I don't understand. Where is this coming from all of a sudden? I know what you're like. You've never had an original idea in your life, so this... It has to be someone else, right? Oh my God, Sam. How can you do this to me?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
You fucking prick! Who is she?
Don't, sweetheart. Don't.
Call me sweetheart one more time. Who is she?
Doesn't matter who. All that
it
matters
matters to me!
I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Just be honest with me. Okay? You owe me at least that.
Don't know them. Okay?
Them? There's been more than one. Jesus! Sam, how many have there been? Or... what's with the ambivalent pronoun?
You're right. I have to be honest. For myself and with you. It's not a she. Listen, okay? It's not another woman.
Okay?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine. Does this have anything to do with that good-looking arsehole I saw you come in with?
He doesn't like to be contradicted in front of his friends.
He put his hands on you?
Not too often.
Can I give you some advice?
No. I'm tired of being told what to do. And no offense, but you don't look like someone who's...
I don't look like what?
Nothing. I'm sorry. It was an unkind thought.
I don't look like I've had much experience with men.
Like I said, unkind.
You'd be surprised, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You'd be shocked to hear how many men just want to be dominated. They see a big woman like me and they think all their Christmases have come at once.
Is that your thing? You like to dominate men?
That is definitely not my thing. If I can't give you advice, can I ask you a question? Does he make you happy? Then why are you still with him?
He told me if I ever tried to leave him, he'd kill me. And he has pictures. Private pictures. He said he'd send them to my dad.
If you let me, I can help you.
How?
1 second. Hand it over.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't have anything.
Do you want me to smash your teeth in with the fat end of this torch, or do you want to give me what's in your little purse?
It's not mine. If I go back without it, he'll kill me.
Well, then I suggest you don't go back. Now, if your boyfriend was to be found in possession of a bag of illegal narcotics, I don't think he'd be too worried about you disappearing. And if he was to resist being
Oh,
searched,
he'd definitely resist.
well then, his phone and certain private images might go missing.
You'd be risking your job. Why would you do that for me?
Let's just say I have my reasons.
What do you need me to do?
Not in there, yeah? I'm keeping her down now.
What's going on here, lads?
Jog on, bro. Look off and mind your own business, yeah?
See, that's the thing. I think your business is my business. I bet you didn't bank on crossing paths with the guard today. Now I'll ask you again. What's going on here?
Just move it on your head. No, there's nothing got to do with me. The fuck do you think you're doing?
Fuck! Sergeant Jerry Harper.
Ain't that fucking real?
What?
Have you any idea what you've just done, you fucking muppet? I haven't seen my wife and kids in 16 weeks. 16 weeks I spent buddying up the scumbags like that out there. Just so I can get me foot in the door and finally get a leader where mad my cattle's hiding now. And just my luck, some off-duty, culty, gobshite like you happens to come along and stick his nose in where it doesn't belong. Just no finally fucking poised for the meat. Stupid bastard, you fuck!
You're NSU. Whoa! Calm down. I could hardly have known now, could I? I mean, it looked like...
Like what?
You don't want to do that. Okay? Look, what's done is done. Yeah? I'm sorry. I think you better come in with me. We'll get you debriefed and you'll get to see your wife and kids at least.
I was told I'd be interviewed by Detective Lambert.
I'm Detective Geneviève Lambert. I'm an officer with the Gendarmerie Nationale, but I'm here as a representative of ICPO.
Interpol.
Yes? Le fichier bleu, s'il te plaît.
Sorry, I thought you'd be...
A man. Older. I get that a lot.
I presume this is about the Pinot family?
It is. Va voir si je peux me chercher un café, s'il te plaît. Merci.
I spoke to detectives around the time of the abduction and afterwards. I was led to believe the case had been closed.
A number of cases were handed to the cybercrime division of the Gendarmerie by some local branches of police. I've just been tasked to identify which need further investigation, that's all.
I see.
You've travelled all across Europe.
I was with Northern College. It's an elite nanny agency based in Bath. They place us with high-earning families that travel a lot, so obviously where the kids go, we go.
It's a nice way to see the world.
It's hard work, but yeah, we get a bit of time to ourselves. Is this part of the interview?
No, this is just small talk. C'est quoi ça?
Du café, apparemment.
I'm sorry, you've lived in Paris. How can you drink this stuff?
It's a bit of an adjustment, all right.
What do you know about Bitcoin?
It's a digital currency, right?
Yeah. And blockchain?
I've heard the phrase, but I don't know what it means.
It's a decentralized list of transactions across a peer-to-peer network designed to secure the authenticity of cryptocurrency exchange. It's basically a digital trail of breadcrumbs. This is part of the interview, by the way.
Okay.
Investigatively speaking, it's a goldmine of information. You see, all you need are the details of one singular exchange, and all subsequent entries are just easy to follow. One breadcrumb leads to the next, etc., etc. Here, a lawyer in Nice was involved with the kidnapping of a 5-year-old boy. His mistress turned him in, and he gave us the details of how he was paid off. In Bitcoin. Now imagine our surprise when we found the name of a Norland College nanny a few entries later.
Should I be speaking to a lawyer?
That's up to you. But I will tell you this. You see, my bosses are not interested in prosecuting the hired help. They want to cut the head off the beast.
Hypothetically speaking, if I were to cooperate without admitting guilt or knowledge of any illegal activity, what exactly do you want from me?
I need another breadcrumb. Your transaction details. That's all. When the money will be forfeit, obviously. Here is an immunity agreement. If the information you provide us leads to an arrest, you'll be in the clear. Oh, you'll definitely need a lawyer to decipher that. I've had a look at it. It's like trying to understand ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs.
How long do I have?
We're going to venture out into this charming little city and try and find real coffee. When we get back, I'll expect an answer.
I see you started already.
I've been expecting you in for ages.
It's not even 6.
I know, but I saw you put up like 40 minutes ago. What were you doing, just sitting in the car that whole time?
I got a call.
Oh? You ready to eat?
What are we having?
So what was the call?
It's nothing, Susie. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't worried, I was just asking. What was it now? I really want to know.
Why'd you think I took the call in the car? Trust me. Just leave it alone.
Why won't you tell me?
I'm trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? Jesus, I can't eat now. What was it?
I wanted a minute to work out how to tell you this, so you wouldn't be too disappointed. The gallery reception position. They'd given it to someone else.
Why? Aidan and Yvonne really liked me. We had a really nice time the last evening. I mean, I knew I'd have to do an interview, but they said it was just a formality.
Of course they like you. Everyone likes you. It's just...
What?
That was earlier in the evening. Maybe you should have quit while you were ahead and gone home when I suggested.
I thought you wanted me to finally meet your friends. We were having a nice time. I thought...
Maybe too good of a time though, yeah?
What does that mean?
Nothing. No, they did. They really liked you. They did really like you. Look, it's just a job. It wasn't the right fit, then something else will come along. Try that recruitment agency again. In the meantime, I've got you. There's no rush on paying me back for everything. I'll always look after you.
What would I do without you?
Hey, babe. What's up? You tell me.
Okay. There's some Chinese on the counter if you want some.
Thanks, that's good of you.
Are you alright?
No. No, I'm really not.
Jesus, what's happened?
I just reloaded the paper in the printer and these came out. Tell me it's not what I think it is. It is then.
Chloe, you need to understand
Did
that
you hack into Professor Finn's files?
No, I didn't. Look, you know I've been falling behind a bit lately, so I stayed back after class to talk to him, and he stepped out to take a call. He was gone ages, and I just glanced at his laptop. I don't know what came over me. I just saw the file open and I panicked.
You panicked, meaning you stole the file, and sorry, stop me if I'm wrong here. You copied it onto your USB and you took it home to print it off? Are you listening to yourself, or have you lost your fucking mind?
Honestly, Chloe, I haven't even looked at it yet. Otherwise, I would have seen it didn't print the full thing, wouldn't I?
Okay, I believe you. That's something at least.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm the only one who knows that you've done this, and for the sake of our friendship, I'll take to my grave, but you have to delete the files right now and we get rid of the printout.
Come on, Chloe.
No, it's non-negotiable. Right now in front of me. Take out your laptop, everything gone, or I'm going to the dean.
You wouldn't do that.
I don't want to, Vicky. Don't make me.
Don't do this to me. I need this. This is my future.
Maybe you should have thought about that before you were up late smoking every night.
You are so fucking uptight. Maybe you should try it.
I won't let you drag me down with you.
You're supposed to be my friend. Just pretend you never saw it.
A real friend wouldn't ask me to do that.
Do what you want. I'm going out.
You're not in the shop today?
Oh, it's full.
Alright.
Where's Chelsea?
She's with your mum.
Oh, yeah?
I told her we had to have a chat.
Alright.
I want to go back to Glasgow.
Look, I'm backed up at work now for the next 2 weeks. The way it's coming in, I won't
I'm
be able
not
to go
talking
nowhere.
about all of us.
Who's going to look after Chelsea?
I'll take her with me.
When are you thinking of going?
As soon as I can get everything sorted.
And how long are you going for? You gonna tell me what we're talking about here or what?
I've been trying to tell you for months. I'm not happy here, I'm lonely. I've no one to talk to except for Chelsea. She's a child.
What about me ma? My sisters?
Your mum hates me. Your sisters have no time for me. I think I'm weird.
What about me?
You're never home. And when you are, you're moody and quiet. It's like living with a thundercloud. I need to be with people who know me, who love me.
So what? You think you're gonna take my daughter and piss off to Scotland?
No, I didn't say that.
Because that's never happening, do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Look, I've tried. I came over here for you and I've tried to make it work, but I can't. I'm miserable.
Alright, look. I'll cut back on hours. Yeah? You can get a babysitter. We can go out more.
No, you're not listening to me. I'm going home. You could come too. There's cars that need fixing in Scotland as well.
We'll figure it out.
Sarah Cleary.
Hi, thank you so much for coming in to see us today, Sarah. I'm Kate Beresford, International HR, and this is our local manager, Angus Gill.
Sarah Cleary?
Cleary's my married name.
Right, yeah, of course. How long are you married?
4, almost 5 years now.
Do you have any kids?
Don't answer that. I mean, you don't have to answer that. Can I speak to you in private for a minute? Coffee? We're due a mid-morning espresso toast. Would you like some coffee? No, you're grand. Honestly, I'd be bouncing off the walls. You can't ask her that.
Look,
And you can't ask a female candidate if she has kids. That's discriminatory.
Look, I wasn't asking the lawyer. Okay, I was asking it's me.
Oh, great. This is a conflict of interest. absolute minefield.
Look, it doesn't have to be. Let's just get back home and continue with the interview. That's it.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. Act as if. So, Ms. Cleary.
Sarah's fine.
No, I'm sorry, that was overly familiar of me. I shouldn't have. So we were obviously very impressed by your written application. Could you maybe tell us a bit more about why you think you're the right candidate for this position?
Well, in terms of reaching out to new clients, I've always been a people person. I like to see people as human beings first, rather than, you know, a potential customer. I pride myself on being able to read the room. Humour, I find, is a great diffuser of tension.
Thank you, Mrs. Cleary. Angus, anything else you'd like to add?
So in terms of how this would work, we're expanding in the southeast. Obviously, I see you're based there now. A new point of contact with the European arm. I'm busy clearing up the Brexit box at the moment, which means you'd be reporting to my deputy. Could that work for you, potentially?
I mean, absolutely. That suits you.
Well, look, it was, thank you so much for coming in today. As Kate said, it just gave a better perspective on everything. I mean, it was so great to see you. It was...
Excellent.
Exactly.
Yes, it was lovely to meet you, Mrs. Cleary. We'll be talking to our head office and we'll be in touch. Thanks again.
Hey. What was that?
It's been a hell of a day.
You're not wrong. It's been pretty tough for everyone.
I need to ask you something.
Okay.
Did you know?
Know what?
Did you know what he did to me?
I mean, I knew he was a perfectionist. And he expected you to be perfect, and when you weren't, he could be pretty hard on you. I never saw him be violent, but I saw the bruises. I wasn't blind. But I was only a child, Robert. I couldn't have done anything.
You really didn't know? He abused me.
He was a violent man.
He raped me, Kat. From the time I was 10 years old until I was 15, he abused me every chance he got.
Why are you doing this today?
Because he's dead. And I can finally breathe and speak my truth without fear.
Bobby!
Don't call me that! Don't you dare call me that.
I'm sorry.
That's what he called me. Every time he...
Robert! Please don't tell Mammy. Please don't tell her. It would kill her.
She walked in on us once. In my room. I was face down and he was on top of me. I turned my head and saw her standing in the doorway. The look on her face, I thought, finally it'll... She just backed away and closed the door behind her. Never mentioned it again.
Robert!
I'm leaving. We're going to Australia. Quiva has friends there.
When?
Next month. I would have booked it sooner, but she wanted to say a proper goodbye to her family.
You'll send me your address?
I never want to see, hear, or speak to you ever again.
Look, I'm worried about you. About your ability to cope without me.
You don't need to worry anymore. I'm not your problem.
It's tough out there. The dating game isn't what it used to be.
You'd know.
Once. I slipped up once.
I know. About Carol and Petra, Sebastian. They told me. They both felt guilty, so I guess that's 3 times then, is it?
Yeah.
Once is excusable. I'll put it down to a lapse in judgment, twice maybe. But 3 times or more, it's just a pattern.
I don't deserve you. Okay? I never have, never will.
You know, you must have said that to me 100 times over the past 5 years. And every time I pushed back, I pointed out all your good qualities. But I'm tired of it. Of the gaslighting, and it's like a veil has been lifted from my eyes, Sebastian. And for the first time in such a long time, I see you for what you really are.
What am I?
You're a liar. You're a user. You're a manipulator.
Never laid a finger on you.
No. No, you didn't. Maybe that's why it took me so long to realize how fucked this was. It was right in front of me the whole time. Putting me down, freezing me out, making fun of me in front of people.
Why do you have to focus on the negatives? Why can't you think of all the good times you had together? Look, if we're going to do this, if we're going to consciously uncouple...
We are not consciously uncoupling. Sebastian, we are breaking up. Jesus Christ. Consciously uncouple. Well, I am no Gwyneth Paltrow, and you certainly are no Chris Martin.
The fuck is that supposed to
It
mean?
means your music is shit. Right? It's boring and dull. And those fucking songs that you wrote about me could quite literally have been about anyone. Male or female.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll write something new, some more new material, something with a little bit more bite to it.
All right, okay. No one's going to hear it though, are they?
Oh, you think you're so superior. But you've got a mean streak a mile wide. You've never supported my career, not
Career?
really. Yeah, career.
Have you ever actually been paid to perform, Sebastian? Or just...
I am an artist.
Okay.
At least I'm doing something meaningful with my life, not just wasting away in a company working as a...
Making money?
Oh yeah, so much money that your parents still pay half your rent. Very grown up. Stick that in your Tinder profile. I have to go. Back to rehearsals for this gig that I'm not getting paid to do. You're still coming tonight, yeah?
No, Sebastian.
Seb, they're waiting on us. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Justin. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, cheers, thanks. You coming or what?
Yeah. I'll be right there.
You're 3 hours late, you know.
I'm sorry. I got another job offer last minute, new client. I couldn't afford to turn it down.
Oh, so new client trumps regular ones, is that it?
Not at all. I just figured it wouldn't matter.
No? And what about our plans to go out in the water this afternoon? We can't be expected to entertain on a dirty boat.
No, but I called Josh and he told me you'd rain check, so it wouldn't matter what time I came.
You called Josh?
Yeah, I cleared it with him. He said it was fine.
I wasn't aware that you had his number. Seeing as though I was the one that hired you. Off our friend Jeff's glowing recommendation, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, he called me a while back.
Jeff?
Josh. I assumed you asked him to.
Oh, and he has your number. This just gets better and better.
I should probably get started. I have another job at 6.
Busy little bee, aren't you?
I'm sorry?
Are you? Because I can't help but wonder what gave you the impression that cozy little chats with my hubby are in any way appropriate.
April, I hope you don't think...
Oh, don't flatter yourself. Keys.
What do you mean?
I'd like them back, please. We won't be requiring our tardy services any longer.
You're firing me. Because your husband has a wandering eye, that is not my fault.
He wouldn't look twice the likes of you. I mean, did you even finish school?
As opposed to going to college purely to snag myself a rich husband? You haven't a clue about my life. I pity you, I genuinely do.
Save your pity for someone who needs it. Keys, please. Tell you what, you keep that little bucket of yours. Call it a severance package.
Can I pity you now then?
yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until